Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jaylee. This is JayLeesCorner. Happy Tuesday. Okay, happy Tuesday. We almost didn't make it to a live today because I'm like, is it anything to talk about? But God said, girl, yes. It's a few things, and when one is gathered, a whole show happens, okay? So because we have a few things to discuss, here we are together on Tuesday. And y'all know what Tuesday is. Don't y'all know what Tuesday does to us, the JayBirds? It is Taco Tuesday. It is Tequila Tuesday. It can also be Titty Tuesday. Whatever tea you celebrate, okay, get it done. Get you a taco. Get you some tequila. And if you don't have no tatas, get you some tatas, okay? But here we are, okay? Look, y'all, I be nervous, okay? When I can't find nothing to come and talk to y'all about, and I'm like, I don't want to skip a day because I love my JayBirds, okay? I love my JayBirds. But then people came around and said, girl, we have things. Get you a thumbnail together. Set up your lives and tell the JayBirds to be around here at 9:10 and have a good time. Okay? Because we've had long days and long weeks, and we just want to come together and key a little bit. Just a little bit. Okay, so happy Tuesday. Now, y'all know the rules. Okay, a little thing to do for me, like the video, please and thank you. Liking it helps other folks to find me and come be entertained with me. Okay. Make sure that y'all around here subscribing to my channel, okay? Become a whole JayBird, and whatnot, okay? And when you subscribe, also watch the content, okay? Don't just subscribe and don't watch nothing. No. Subscribe and watch the content. Be entertained. You hear me? Okay? You can also hit share. Share the video with those you like, you love, or whatever else. But share me with those who don't know me yet, okay? And y'all know to follow me on social media at JayLeesCorner on IG, Twitter, and TikTok. Okay? Now look, I'm here. Hi. How y'all doing? How was everyone doing? Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. And whatnot. Honey, look. By the grace of God, my braids, I can't get these braids together. I can't wait to get these things out my head. Okay. They have to look even in my head. Okay. That's better. Anyway. Hi. How y'all doing? How you doing? How your mama, daddies, grandmas, granddaddies, aunts, uncles, cousins, in-laws, outlaws, whatever it is in your family, how they doing, okay? Hello to the people. Hello to the people. Now look, I pieced together a show, okay, with clay and duct tape. When there's not much going on, I piece stuff together, okay, with glue, duct tape, wig glue, eyelash glue, some little stitching, okay, some fabric stitching, staples, thumbtacks, thick ass lipstick. Y'all, I put this lipstick on this morning, and I went to work. I had 2 tacos. Okay, I had some zesty potatoes with little cheese on it. And this is how my lipstick looks at 9:17 at night after all that. Okay, that is why I always be in my Fenty Beauty. Okay, anyway, how y'all doing? How y'all doing? Okay, hello to people. Looking forward to the chit chat. I've had a stressful day. Good evening, everyone. I be saying to myself, Jaylee, find something to talk about because people have stressful days. And if we can find one topic, maybe 2 topics, a live chit chat will always happen. Okay, we don't have the talk shows is on hiatus. We don't have no late night talk shows no more either. This is a late night talk show, and all I be needing is a couple conversations, a couple topics, and here we are. Okay, so I'm hoping anybody who had a stressful day can come and sit back. This heavy praise can come and sit back and have a good time with us. Okay, so if you have a stressful day, get you some water, some wine, some liquor, whatever it is. Get you a little gummy or whatever, and essentially we're gonna punch you out. Okay, and that's it. But hey, how y'all doing? I was on the way in. Okay, I'm like, girl, it is 9:08. What are you doing? Get in there. Okay, I was on the way in. Okay, but hey, y'all, how y'all doing? Hello to the people. I love you all. I'm happy y'all can be anywhere, but y'all can be anywhere in the world. We're here today, okay, to discuss the people around here. Because I said, oh, y'all don't think we see things? What Candy's saying, what Nene doing, Rihanna's new kids, okay? The people was like, oh, it's a new baby, is it a girl or a boy? All the things, we just here to discuss it, okay? Monique does look good in her black dress because she was prom queen around here, okay? She around here. Hey, my sweet babies, okay? It's been a minute. The last time we had a conversation about Monique was her. It was her beefing with DL, her and Daddy's son. And now her and Daddy's son is back, okay? But for a whole different reasons, okay? Come on now, Tito's Tuesday. You know what I'm saying? Yes. Look, you know what I'm doing? You know what? Look, Karla lifts my spirits. My best friend Karla sings a theme song. Okay. What theme song? My best friend sings this. That's my best friend's song. Okay. I'm happy you spelled Karla's name with a K and not a C. Okay. And I'm happy that y'all like her song. Okay. Go to her website. The link is in the description box below. Okay. Best friend. Okay, but hey, how y'all doing? It's been a long week. Okay, it's been a long week. Not I'm gonna get tatas next week. Not tatas next week. Not tatas next week. Okay, hey to the mods, the JayBirds, new and old alike, everybody here. Okay, we love it all. Trying to say hi to people, and then get into the best. Happy Tuesday. Now time for some foolishness around here. Okay. I know you do how you do. Look, I be doing it. I'm happy y'all be here. Okay. I'm happy y'all be here and whatnot. But hey. Okay. We have not talked about Bishop Robbery in months. His trial, I believe, is like in February. And just because you brought up Bishop Robbery, we're gonna peek. Take a little sneak peek. Okay, let's find this man's page. Bishop Robert. It's not my name. Bishop Robbery, Bishop Robbery, Bishop Robbery. We have not discussed that man. He has been real quiet recently. Okay, he's been real quiet. And I said it's because that man finally listens to either God or his lawyers, one of the two. And he finally shut up. Okay. However, I was because I said on Twitter sometime last month, I'm like, I'm gonna have to unfollow him because all he do now is discuss Jesus and be praying, you know? And I'm like, I don't want to follow that man. Is he preaching? So when you go to the page, okay, let's just discuss something real fast, okay, real quick, because this is our Bishop Robbery update, okay. And if you are new to my channel, and if you are new to the corner, and probably like, if you are a new JayBird and you were not around here when Bishop Robbery was in all that foolishness, okay? And we had watch alongs and chit chats about him and his antics, and he's been real quiet recently. Okay. Bishop Lamore Whitehead, we call him Bishop Robbery, okay? Because he's a bishop and he was involved in the robbery. Well, he got robbed. So Bishop Robbery. But he been real quiet and stuff. Let me share. But I was on his page. This is a Bishop Robbery update. Now, he used to have 1.5 million followers. He's now down to 1.3. So it looked like 200,000 people fell off. Okay, either because they was fake pages or they just say, you know what, not today. Not today. Now, his case for the fraud, the federal charges, okay, the federal charges he has, the case is going, I think it's for February of 2024. Now, he was always yelling and fussing and cussing, okay, getting all these views, okay, all these views, because he was always fussing. I said, I think people are now dwindling off because his views have dwindled. Now, look, I don't like to be, all up in someone's, they ain't got no views, because my views ain't that high either, okay? I have consistent, 2,000, about 5,000 views on videos, whatever, but it's okay because that's my thing, okay? Now, but he was getting like 10,000, 15,000, 100. He was getting views, okay? Back when he was running cussing and fussing and cussing folks out and calling folks bald-headed ski jumpers, okay? But now, Bishop Robbery is around here. Look, he not even followed by a lot of the blogs no more. They said no. He preaching now. Leave him be now. Now, all he do now, he be saying prayer time. So all these photos that you see of him, all these things, is him praying. So the views are not that, they ain't as high as they used to be, okay? He be riding around in his fancy clothes, in his fancy car, okay? The views hit different now, but that's okay. Okay, because I kept saying if that man had just kept preaching the whole time, this would have been what it was. Okay, now we see that he recycled. Okay, because we saw him in this before. I think on Easter. I feel like on Easter he had on this thing right here. I'm not sure. Okay, but we also see that he's still not back in the bar mitzvah church that he had allegedly stole from other people. He ain't never gonna go back to the Baby Shout Cathedral where the actual robbery happened, okay? But I feel like he's now realizing, okay, people aren't tuning in how they used to. He's not getting those 10,000, 15,000, 30,000 views ever since he started just preaching. With him preaching, the folks who there for his word is getting the word, and us regular folk who we don't want him to preach to us. Okay, look, he's still sitting around here in his car. Okay, his car is still a part of his studio. Okay, but he just preaching. Okay, that's it. Now again, Y'all see how the views ain't what they used to be? Let's scroll back. Let's scroll back. Let's scroll back. Now, see, back when he was being crazy, 12,000 views, like 8,000, like 5,000 seeing, it was different. It was a little different, okay? But he's also taken down a lot of his rants that he used to do. And he's only leaving up the press stuff with his kids. Because I'm pretty sure the judge and them said, hey, shut up. Hey, stop it. Hey, be quiet. So he's removed a lot of that stuff and he's only left, the basic minimum things. Okay. Now, him in the suit. We still don't know who made the suit. We don't think of Louis Vuitton. We don't. Okay. We don't know who made that fabric, but that's on him. But Bishop Robbery has been very quiet. But he's still around. He just praying and preaching now. And only those who want to see. See, I told y'all he, and ain't nothing wrong with re-wearing clothes you bought. I'm gonna re-wear my clothes too. But I don't have no bright pink eyeglasses with the pink shirt and the pink pants, but the blue shoes. See, he don't have no pink Gucci shoes to match the pink Fendi top. I'm just saying that's on him. But my point is that man around now and he realizing, okay, not only folks who want to watch me preach is listening. All the other folks gone. Okay? So, again, he ain't back in the church either. That's the church that he allegedly stole that, he's in court for. I believe he's still in court trying to get that space back. I'm like, why wouldn't you not get a new space? I don't know. Okay. But he's not bishoping no more at no church. Okay. He bishoping in the house or in the car. Maybe in the gym. I don't know. He, sometimes he in the car looking foolish. Sometimes he's in the car looking foolish. However, that's on him. Okay. But yeah, Bishop Robbery, he real quiet these days. And we hope it stay that way. I hope he be quiet. I do. Because he be getting on my nerves. Anyway. So that was a Bishop Robbery updates. Okay. If something else happens with the case, the federal case or the stolen church case, we'll discuss it. But he's been real quiet because I think he now knows the IRS, the CIA, the DEA, the FBI, the POLICE is listening. They listening. And so he realized the stuff he's saying is really being held against him. So, yeah. Bishop Robbery. And, he ain't preaching like that no more. Now, because he learned the lesson. Because folks are like, why he still talking? How and why is he still talking? Don't make no sense. And so he shut up. But I hope his case, the federal case, I'm like, hopefully it can be televised and I watch it and talk about it a little bit. But I'm saying Bishop Robbie's been real quiet. We're gonna leave that man quiet, leave that man alone, and let him be over there. Okay. But let's get into what we came here to get into tonight. Okay. Now, where should I start? Okay, where should we start right now? Well, you know what? I feel like foolishness of any age is foolishness of any age, okay? And when I seen this story, because I said, look, people, we should not be around here taking people out. I don't care how old you is. You could not be out here taking people out. Okay, and y'all know we have to use certain words to avoid getting flagged. Okay, but 71-year-old lady out here took her man out because he cheated on her. I was like, ma'am, not at 71. 71-year-old Henry Everett Allen was found not here on earth no more. He up with Jesus in the upper room. Because a pow hit him and took him out. Okay. And the girlfriend, 71-year-old Noreen Brown, is a suspect of doing it. Okay. They saying that she did it. Because within an argument, he admitted that he had cheated on her. And now she's charged with voluntary manslaughter and possession of a weapon during a violent crime. I'm like, I wish I would. At 71 years old, make a decision and I'm not laughing at what she did, but I'm like, at 71 years old, to make the decision to take someone out, which would then put you in prison. Like, if she said, you know what, it was me or him. Okay, he kept trying to. It was me or him. It was self-defense. If you take somebody out in self-defense, that's fine. That's fine. But I'm not finna take somebody out at 71 because now he up with Jesus and I'm going to prison. Because he cheated. Because he cheated. Out, man. Look, I don't want to be no old person. I feel like going to prison and when you old, it's not even fun. Now he up in Jesus' house chilling for eternity, and you finna be in the devil's house, but it's called prison. I was like, man, she was mad. You know, mad. Look, I don't think people even understand to pick up a pow and pull the trigger. Like, it ain't really easy. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to. That's a thought. Pick it up, pull the trigger, and then pow. Dead person. It takes a lot. Okay, so somebody grandma is now in prison. Now there's other grandmas in prison too, but I'm not sacrificing the rest of my life. And at 71, you don't know how much longer you have. Okay, like my grandfather lived to be 93. Okay, so she can literally live another 20 years in prison. 20 years. Foolishness, if you ask me. Why would anyone think to do that? Okay, now some else I was like, for what? For why? Fat Joe gifted Bill Clinton some Air Force Ones. And then, Bill said, does this make me an honorary terror squad member? And Fat Joe said yes. You've done a lot for the community. Now, y'all know they used to call Bill, the first black president. No. The first black president was Barack Obama. He's still my president. Okay? But I'm like, why is Fat Joe giving that white man shoes? Have we ever seen Bill Clinton in some Air Force Ones? Does he even wear Air Force Ones? I feel like Bill Clinton wear Rockports. Give me some Air Force. I like Air Force Ones. Okay, but again, has Bill Clinton done enough for the community to get Air Force Ones to be an honorary member of the terror squad? I don't think Bill Clinton, for what? But I mean, like, let's give. I would want to give Barack Obama. What's a black? I want to give Barack Obama. This is gonna be so random. You know what I'm saying? Like some grape Kool-Aid packets. I hope his sugar not that bad. Okay, give him some grape Kool-Aid. Okay, give him some Nene, some Jolly Ranchers. Okay, and give Barack Obama some Air Max. Okay, but I'm like, not first of all, I know Bill used to jog around there. You can't jog in Air Force Ones. I can't jog in my Air Force Ones. I cannot. I'm afraid, I can't do that. Okay, they're not comfortable. Air Force Ones are not comfortable running shoes. You look cute standing around somewhere in them. That's it. Not New Balance. Skechers. Okay, it can be either or, but I'm like, I can't see Bill in those stump them out Air Force Ones, because y'all do Air Force Ones is the stuff that you got. That's what you do. Okay, what you wearing? I'm finna stump somebody out. That's it. That's what it is. Okay. What's up? Because I told y'all we don't have much to discuss. I'm gonna try my best to stretch this to be an hour and a half. But y'all know we ain't got but a couple topics, okay? A couple topics. But I'm trying to give y'all the best that I can give y'all on this good old Titty Tuesday. Okay, now we had discussed this man here who's going to prison for 30 years. That's that man, Danny Masterson. That's who Ashton Kutcher and his wife wrote the little letters for. Okay, now we know what he's accused of. We know what he was found guilty of, and we know why he's going to prison. He was married. Okay, his wife has now filed for divorce. So this is my question to y'all. Once your spouse is accused that they've been married for 12 years, her name is Bijou Phillips. Once your spouse of 12 years is charged with taking somebody's body parts, okay, and stuff like that, when do you as a spouse choose to divorce? Do you wait until they're found guilty? Do you wait until you hear what's going on in the trial? Do you wait and see how long they're going to be sentenced? Like if your spouse gets sentenced to, let's say, 5 years, they get found guilty, they get 5 years. Do y'all think she said, you know what, let me divorce him because he got 30 years. Let me leave that man be in prison. For me, once I hear what you're accused of, I'm a pause and say, what did you do? Okay, I would at least wait to hear the proof. Like once they go to court, I do want to hear the evidence. Okay, now once I hear the evidence, it's up to me to choose if I believe it or not. So for me, I would say, once I'm told this is an accusation, my person is arrested for this thing, and then I'm gonna go to court and I'm saying, husband, you better put on a good case, because once I want to hear the evidence, and if they believe me, I don't care what the jury say. If I hear the evidence and I believe it, bro, I'm done. But for me, I'm like, the fact that she made a choice to wait to file for divorce after he was found guilty, and then 2 weeks after he was sentenced, she then filed for divorce of her husband of 30 years. Now, they do have a couple kids together, I believe, and whatnot, because he was sentenced to 30 years to life, okay, for the 2 counts of, you see what it say. Y'all can read it, right? I ain't got to say it. I don't have time for that. Now, because I'm a person who feel like anybody can lie. I feel like people who make accusations can lie, and people who deny accusations can lie. So I always need to say, let me see the evidence. That's why I say we have a lot of these things going on. I'm like, let it go to trial so we can see what happened and see the evidence of it all. And then you as a person can make the decision, do you believe it based on the evidence? And I'm like, man, I feel like they had it was before now they found evidence. So she said now she wants to say, divorce. I want a divorce. I want a divorce. And so she's filed for divorce. Okay. So many people, relationships are coming to an end. Okay. For so many different reasons. So many different. Not y'all saying yes, stretch it out. Look, I gotta come. I talk loud. It'll be at least an hour. We're gonna get that, okay? Because it can be some good things. Let's see. Better or worse, not 30. Like 30 years is a long time. And it's 30 years to life. You know what I'm saying? I would have laughed when the first speculation came up. See, I like to wait to find out the details, because only because we have known some folk to not be too truthful. So I wouldn't leave upon the first speculation, but I'm a question it. Like it ain't like, oh, we don't care. No, it ain't, we don't care. Okay, let's tap into this. What's happening here? Why they what on? We gotta investigate. Okay. The marriage is over once I hear a ninja gets accused of R, because that ain't no right. That's not a normal accusation. It isn't. The wife family had a sketchy past. Oh, really? Sometimes people get married to people who are kind of, a little bit shady, do some shady things, because they, I want you to ignore my family history and I'll ignore yours. Now, on a different note, okay, do y'all know Paul Wall? Look, I always say to myself, Jaylee, what kind of white man would you date? Like Paul Wall? Like, y'all know Paul Wall, the people champ, okay? If you do not know who Paul Wall is, you should, okay? Paul Wall, to me, like, this is how I'm going to explain it. Jaylee, what kind of white man would you go for? I don't want a white man like Eminem. Even though Eminem is kind of like on the black side, we accept him. I don't want no Eminem. I want a Paul Wall. Now listen to Paul Wall's voice, okay?
I'm so disappointed, but guess what? He went on and scored. He scored anyway, though. You know what I'm saying? Salute to my dog Tank Dale. Salute to the Texans. Coach Ryans, let's go. Houston Texans. I'm going to see y'all at the next home game. In every home game, I'm going to see y'all at NRG Stadium. Let's go, Texans. What it do, Texans fans? We showing up, showing that. I'm going to see you there.
What it do, baby? Okay. I need me a Paul Wall.
Boy, I had fun at that Texans game yesterday, man. Tough loss, definitely a tough loss. But, man, did we have fun in that suite, bro. Let me tell you. I walked all over that stadium.
First of all, if you recall Paul Wall from his rapping days, songs I still love to this day. The fact that his voice is still the same, he just looked different, but he looked he looked handsome and distinguished. Now, Paul Wall, I want you to take them gold teeth out.
I'm telling you, I must have walked about 10 miles yesterday, just walking from one side of the stadium to.
But he's a handsome, Caucasian man. Yeah, he's spicy. I need me a spicy white man. Okay, I can't do a male white man. I can't do that. I need him spicy. Okay, but people were surprised seeing Paul Wall. Oh, I would take a Bubba Sparks. I would take a Bubba Sparks. I really would. But I can't do an Eminem. Eminem to me is a white man who kind of, who was cool with black folk. But I'm like, no. Okay? No. I want someone who they have to have a little bit of sauce. A little bit of sauce. And if you don't have a little bit of sauce, it's like it's boring to me. It's boring to me. But I love and I've never heard of Paul Wall like being, some like racist white man. I've never heard anything negative about Paul Wall. Like he seems to be, just
to the other, from the suite back to downstairs, to the field where we performing for halftime with my boy Louis the singer. Man, it was a hell of a day, a great game. Let me tell you, it was all worth it. Even though we lost, it was all worth it.
Like it's the fact that you see, the young white man and the distinguished grown up white man or whatever. So it's cute to see. I love seeing rappers and artists and just people of yesteryear, like from my year, I'm saying, from 2000s. And we see them now. Okay. You never heard of Paul Wall, Yolanda? Did you like rap music, Yolanda? I never know what folk like. Look up Paul Wall, Bubba Sparks. That was, the white men in the black songs with the accent, okay? Because we like it, okay? Yeah, Tamar fiance, that man, JR, he also, has that New Orleans twang accent too, because he's from New Orleans. I'm not sure where Paul Wall is from or where Bubba Sparks is from, but I need me a Paul Wall type of white man. Okay, if I was to ever, have to date a white man, it would have to be someone like Paul Wall. But people were shocked One hearing his voice means seeing the blonde, the gray beard, the gray hair. I'm like, well, the man is probably in his 40s, you know, and some of us, you know, gray early because I'm only 41. I have gray hair. So I like him. Okay, that's my boo. Now, I'm gonna have to save some of his music and get back to it because Paul Wall at one point, you know, sipping sideways. I was like, not sipping sideways, Paul Wall. How you doing, Paul Wall? What you doing, Paul Wall? Okay, but yeah. Yes, I agree. Mangetta's husband, he's also, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Yes, yes, I love it. I love it. So I was like, you know, but that's what Paul Wall look like now. If you have never heard of Paul Wall, just go to your whatever your music app is. I have title. Type in Paul Wall and listen to some of the things. And he's also featured on a lot of rap stuff. It's a new couple alerts. So Kim, I love a black man Kardashian. Kim, I love a black athlete Kardashian. Kim, I like my dark meat on my dark meat Kardashian. Kim is reportedly, allegedly, hanging out with Odell Beckham because Odell Beckham has split up with his mama Lauren Woods. I kept thinking Odell was married to that girl, but he was not. The Lauren Woods girl, they had a baby together. The baby got to be at least a year old by this point, maybe maybe two. But they're saying that Kim and Odell is hanging out together, possibly dating together, getting cozy together. I was like, Kim has a type. You hear me? A type. Now, if he broke up with the girl, Lauren, and if he's now dating Kim, I mean, I guess it's fine, but I also feel like he seemed young. And Kim has 4 kids with Kanye. Okay. And I feel like, you know, Kim need to be with somebody granddaddy. You know, I know her mama, Chris, is with Corey, and Corey is younger than Chris. Kim needs an older man, a distinguished man. That's all I'm saying. Okay. I feel like whoever she date next, you know, can't be like you need somebody responsible. Okay, responsible. I did not talk about that. Let me see if I can find it. Well, I can just discuss it. The fact that Kim and that little boy, what's the little boy name? Let me see. I'm sure it's on Hollywood Unlocked because they be putting up all the little stuff around there. But it's Saint. So Saint was running around here, and Saint was mad because the paparazzi all up in his face. Okay, so when they was walking into a restaurant, Saint kept on giving up middle fingers. And, you know, Kim was like, boy, don't be giving them no middle finger, whatever she said. But I'm like, I mean, your husband, the son is a chip off the old block. Okay, is a chip off the old block of the dead. And I also feel like kids don't like paparazzi. And also probably mean he be at home doing that too. I can't find the thing of it. But yeah, I saw little Saint, you know, flipping folks off or whatever. He didn't do the darndest thing. You know what I'm saying? Saint was the same one being mean to Kim in the car that day on camera. So Saint is the one who gonna probably be mean to everybody until they choose not to be. Okay. Saint is his daddy's son. I feel like Saint and North are probably, because they're the oldest as well. I feel like Saint and North are two who are very much like their daddy. They're gonna say what they want to do and do it. Okay. And mom, I'm gonna do this, mama, and you can't do nothing about it. Okay, because at that point, shit, it already been done. So I mean, I also feel like them kids don't like all them cameras in their face. And so for them, it's like, get out my face. Get out my face. But middle finger. But I mean, sometimes that's just what it is. Now, Y'all know we tired of Krishan and we are tired of Blueface. But I told y'all we have to discuss some things because God said it's only a few things to talk about. So Krishan and Blueface were around each other. Blueface did a video. Krishan is in the video and the baby. I'm like, girl, I guess so. But Krishan spoke out because a lot of folks had things to say about her and Blueface hanging out again, being in that video together or whatever, some song and whatnot. And she said, I asked Blue, let me run my fade on old girl, on the other baby mama. And he said, everybody got to agree she's scared, for real. So I'm just going to pull up so they can meet my son. Fuck the fade for now. I don't want to baby daddy. I just want to get the BS out the way. It's MILF music. I don't fuck with three-way relationship shit, but I can fuck with the family part. Now, first of all, the fact that this man has I guess a label called MILF Music where he signed both of his baby. I was like, what? Jesus, Mary, and Joseph. I just don't. I don't know. I don't. She also said, I got peace. My son good. I don't need for nothing. But me and Blue love each other so much we purposely hurt each other because we became toxic as fuck. At least she know they're toxic. At least she's aware that they're toxic. Okay. I woke up today and I'm not toxic. I'm someone's mama. And my baby daddy gotta grow up because my baby daddy gotta grow up because I had to grow up. And Jada gotta be mature. Now, I agree. I agree. I do because I feel like they not one big happy family unless they want to be in the polygamy. But I do feel like his other kids is her son's sibling. That's fine. I like the fact that she's saying that she knows she's a mother and that she has to grow up, and so does Blue. I don't mind that. I just want her to not get involved with him. Okay. She then said, nobody using anybody, but shit, it is what it is. We family. The bitter, immature shit is stopping the real back. And Blue is a genius for real. At the end of the day, niggas can agree and disagree, but and set boundaries and keep shit pushing. Nobody got back together. We got to fix shit first, and he'll probably become the best friends again. Time and God like, don't put me in this. God does not want to be in this foolishness. I appreciate you, Blue, and I'm sorry, but niggas human. Someone said he should apologize to you, and she said he did. Look, the grandmas will get along, but then again, they won't make no. They should make some money. You can be toxic and still be someone's mother. Two things can be true at the same time. I agree. Again, because all we seeing is her saying, I'm a mom. And I have to grow up. That's at least step one. She's gonna go back and forth with him for a while. I agree. And again, they are in their early 20s. Look, if I can count on, look, I have been a person who went back to somebody who was toxic in my 20s. Now, luckily for me and that man, well, two of these men, me and two men in my past, we do not have any children together. So I'm not tied to them. But I'm like, she gonna go back and forth. The same way he even going back and forth. You know, and hopefully she's smart enough to use him for all the connections or whatever. That if she can use him to have him make money or use him to get studio time or whatever, maybe as long as her account and his account don't connect. I'm like, girl, I guess what? I guess so. Everyone keep that child in your prayers. All we can do is pray. Now, she is not family with the other baby mama. She isn't. but their kids are. And I do feel like sometimes as adults, you should put things aside for the kids. And it shouldn't be about, at this point, Blue is community dick. He is. You know what I'm saying? And that's just, look, come on now, your patience is different in your 20s. Look, I don't do nothing toxic. I don't do work toxic shit. I don't do friend toxic shit. I don't do dude toxic shit. I don't do none of that. Okay, get it away from me immediately. I don't play because I don't have time. I don't. And things that we put up with in our 20s, it was a lot, and it is. So that's why I'm like, she going back and forth. And this is the crazy part. Because now he back at the house with Jada. That's his. I don't know if it's music. I hope I know music playing. Okay. Stop talking.
I own you, cuz. I raised you. I taught you everything you know.
It's Negro.
Hey.
First of all, you would not be able to get back in my house. Like, he went to visit Krishan. He lived with this bitch.
Don't get put up for adoption. I'm fired.
We not sitting here. No, this is my thing as well. Again, he went to visit Krishan in Baltimore. Him and our girl live together. You would not be able to come back to the house where I'm at and live peacefully. You would have to go live somewhere else. Period. You can't come back to this house and have me on camera looking dumb. Because you were talking cash. Because Jada was it Jada? Jada. I think her name was Jaden. Was talking cash shit about that man when he was around there with Krishan. Oh, that's his house. Well, she's dumb. It's one thing to be around here hopping on community penis. You know what I'm saying? You should not live with community penis. Get your own. Because if he choose to put you out, which I guess he might not, because 2 kids live there too. No, get your own. Make your own money. That's what I'm like, Krishan. If Krishan is being smart and she's using him to make, because people will watch Krishan. Ain't nobody watching this girl. Don't nobody care about this girl right here. Because she thinks she's better. She thinks she's better and she's not. They both from the same tribe of deadbeat baby daddy. So I'm like, man, let's cut it out. But like he right back in the house with her. She right there looking stupid with him. Trying to make music we not gonna listen to. Because we don't care. At all. Okay. I already talked about the Kim lady, the Kardashian. Let's hop to what's these people's names for these people's DDG and Haley Bailey. For Haley. I don't know how to do that. Not a lot of folks feel like, oh, he's beneath her. Oh, I can't believe this. That lady, Haley gets that man be trolling. She get what he posts on social media ain't real. She get it because she right here trolling with him. So y'all know a lot of folks will say he broke in this, he's beneath her. And they was around here on Snapchat. First of all, this how old I am. I did not even know that Snapchat was still like a thing. Y'all know Snapchat? I'm not. Well, I have a Snapchat that I don't ever use. So he said, I'm taking my girl on a shopping spree. And they was riding around, okay, getting expensive stuff. Okay, expensive stuff. And again, she right there with that. Now, we still think she's with y'all. She right there with that man. Okay. Because she gets his sense of humor. She know he's recording. And they both was trolling everybody. So folks say stuff like, oh, I can't believe he is beneath her. He ain't got no money. He da, 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 da. For some reason, she's still there. Okay. And he took his girl on a whole shopping spree in some expensive ass store that I can't afford. Okay. Now we see them both in heavy ass coats as if it's winter or fall, and it isn't. Okay. But if my girlfriend, who they think is pregnant, isn't in a coat, I'm wear one too because I'm supportive of her. I have to support my girl and wear a coat to cover up things because, you know what I'm saying, that's what it is. Anyway. But my point is, she is fully, oh my God, he acted, because again, she was posting stuff and so was he. So I'm like, whenever we say stuff like, oh my God, she's dumb to be with him, you know, he don't have no money, he, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, she like it. Right. He's an extremely successful YouTuber. So I was saying before that even though a lot of folk do not appreciate or do not like the fact that she's with him, in my opinion, is based on his social media antics. It's also based on some people don't know him for whatever it is that he do. And when I first heard about her dating some dude, I kept hearing, oh no, he's a YouTuber. He does YouTube. I'm like, he do YouTube. I'm like, is he a good YouTuber? Is he a good YouTuber? No. Oh, no. Lord Jesus. I went to that man's page. I went to his page, honey, and the music was playing. So, you know, and I'm not defending him. I'm not trying to make a case for him. All I'm saying is so many people I've heard not like him based on his social media antics. He has 3.2 million subbies. Okay, 3.2 million subscribers. Okay, 2 days ago, his video had 119,000 views. Some YouTubers get that amount of views in a month. In one day, 2 days, 500,000 views. So he, as we can see, he is actually a successful. Can you imagine if someone said, "Don't get with Jaylee, she ain't nobody. She's a nobody." But y'all fuck with me. So I understand that Halle Bailey is an extremely loved artist. She is very talented. She's a great singer. She's acting, you know, these things. The difference is I haven't seen him treat her badly, in my opinion. I haven't seen it, in my opinion. And for whatever reason, she loved that man. She loved that man. She loved that man. And so I'm just of the mindset that I can't sit up here and say she done for being with him because he's successful in his own right. And that's how we can't look. At the end of the day, either way it go, it's a lesson to be learned on their end. Let me show the thing. Okay.
That's nice. Yeah. How much is that? Would you like that one?
Bro, now she's picking out $500 tea sets. Should I abort the mission?
Nice. It's beautiful. I really like it. That's really cool.
You like that one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Look at that.
How much is the earrings?
This one is 30,000. So you'll notice it's fully covered. Each one has 57 facets, so they're never diamond chips.
It's just 30,000.
Full length wear.
How much is the
Wow.
necklace?
It's 200,000.
210. Yeah, somebody stole my card. I just want to make sure that y'all freeze my account.
For some reason, that's young love. Let it be. Let it be. Let it be. Because as we said before, we've seen folk be married for a long time, get divorced. All kind of things happen. My only point is, it seemed like the antics he has on social media, she's aware of it. She's not mad, so why are we even mad? I think sometimes we get mad for other people because of what we think they should do, but that's her life. Tina was married to what's that man's name? Matthew Knowles for how many years? Had Beyonce and Solange, and they got divorced or whatever. He cheated or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Folks who we think is a good person, things change. Things change. You know what I'm saying? Right. Plus sex. They in love. So, and in my opinion, one of the reasons she has not came out and said if she is or isn't pregnant is because people won't even allow her to just be with who she want to be with because of their opinion. And so she already folk don't really, like her decision. So why share anything with y'all? But they share little thing with us via their social media, at least on Snapchat. And we will have to see, what it is, when it is, and how it's gonna be. I wanna show y'all this. So y'all know we had discussed a couple, maybe it was one day last week, if I'm not mistaken. Because Ebony put Kim on the cover for 50 years of hip hop. And even we said, how Kim looks now, or how Kim used to look. Okay. So somebody said, who photographed this? Who did that? Who took this picture? And the photographer, Keith Major, responded and said, man, she wanted to be in control of the retouching, so this is what we got. Because as the picture has circulated, people are like, that's Lil Kim? Yeah, that's Lil Kim. Like, Lil Kim? That's Lil Kim. Look, the rapper? Yes, that's the rapper. Yes, Lil Kim. And I said, I commented, as you can see, and I said, Lil Kim has not looked like Lil Kim since the early 2000s, so let's not act like we surprised at how this photo looks. She has consistently edited her photos to make herself look lighter. So all we're making it clear, he did not do this in the photo. It's just him making sure no one blames him for Kim's decisions. And I feel like no one is questioning or commenting or trying to diminish Lil Kim's accomplishments, her accolades, her legendary status as a rapper. Lil Kim is still Lil Kim. Okay, she's still the queen bee, because that's was also her title as well. But I feel like people like myself who remember Lil Kim of the 90s and how absolutely gorgeous she was as the little petite, brown skinned girl that she was when we met her. I feel like whenever I discuss how Kim looks now, it's just about how I remember who she used to be and how she used to look and how she didn't. Look at this. Look, y'all. This is the Kim I grew up with. Okay. This is the Kim who I love, and I know stuff that came out about her having to have the nose job because of some abuse, and I ain't saying that, but Little Kim has had a lot done to her body fully over the years that makes her look different. Because when she first had the nose job, no one was saying why, like no one was really like talking cat shit about Kim, you know, back then because of her having her nose job initially. I feel like Kim got wrapped up when surgery became a thing. Kim like just got wrapped up in it, and that's just what it was. So the fact that some people do not understand, you know, that Kim, you know, it's just something different in how she used to look and how she looks now. And when she has photo shoots that we see, and we see her how she looks now, not only the fact that we can tell she's had work done to her face, but her skin tone is a completely different color. And we like, I don't know if it's makeup, if it's bleaching, but Kim looks different. And it's because I feel like she makes the choice to change her skin tone to look different. Is why people feel like, well, she looks different. You know, she looks different. Kim was one of the baddest bitches walking, period. And it went from her having like this bad makeup, you know, that made her skin look different, to now, like, it's just a whole different thing. So for me, I'm like, you know, someone just trying to explain, like, hey, I didn't do this. Like, this wasn't my decision to have her come off and look like, you know, a whole different color person. Thank you, Keisha. Should have stopped at no job, number one, in front teeth. Right, because once Kim had a little bit of work done, it wasn't an issue. Like, no one was like, oh my, it wasn't, you know, we was like, okay, that's fine. She just looks different now. You know what I'm saying? And the photographer, like, it wasn't me. I may have took the picture, but she wanted final control over retouching the photos that we took. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like nobody feels like, oh, Kim is a bad. No. Kim look different. That's just what it is. You can't argue with that. Let's touch on let's get to Monique. So Monique is around here with Daddy's son again. Well, first, y'all, take a little seconds, 1 hour. Take a little seconds and like the video. Well, while we were sitting here liking the video, I was scrolling social media, honey. And while we just finished with Lil' Kim thing, Lil' Kim has come and responded. Okay? Lil' Kim said, not today, Satan. Not today, Nick. Not today, ankles. If y'all do not know what it's from Housewives of Potomac. Candace said it about Giselle. I'm not going after anybody, but I'm just saying. So Lil' Kim, I literally we're just scrolling to see everything else. Look, Kim went her stories. Okay. And, because we seen that man say, Lil' Kim was the one who wanted to control retouching. Kim said, who is this? Because that's not the photo I approved or any other content they put out. I always tell Ebony it looked like a painting, but they didn't want to listen. They said they loved it. It's a sabotage for me. Okay. The funny shit about this is that this is their retoucher. Okay. So Kim is saying they did it, not me. Whoever that man was, okay, the Keith man who said Kim wanted it. Kim said, no. Now, again, whoever Ray Sue, I don't know, said at Keith Major, how about we talk about how your photos exposure was so low, we couldn't even salvage them. Okay, at the end of the day, it was Ebony's retouchers who edited the photo. I also heard you got fired after this shit. Let's talk about that, sir. Not them being called out for lying on Kim. See, this is why I be trying my best to do my due diligence, because we got one part of the story and now we have the other, okay? And look, Kim said, thank you. Talk that real okay? This person said this shit got nothing to do with Kim. This is Ebony fault. Like Kim ain't do nothing. Kim ain't do nothing, okay? Let's see. So here we are years later, and y'all not tired yet of saying the same old, look how she looks comments by now. Y'all know she don't give a fuck about how y'all feel, right? Hence why she still do what she wants. You actually spend time waking up to make someone that you don't even know matter in your mind that bad, huh? All this just to go to show how much she matters and the impact she has and has. 25 years later, she's still the blueprint in your face. So let's shine a light in that more than anything else. I just told y'all, everybody loved Kim. Not Roland Ray. Who put Roland Ray in it? Who called Roland Ray? Who said Roland Ray? Come on, give your opinion, Roland. Girl, anyway, Roland Ray said, Keith, are you messy for this comment? And now I see why. She's just promoted. When working for top iconic people, you never speak how you just did. The photo was actually amazing. At her level, I don't blame her for wanting to be in control of how she looks, control of how she portrays. And you don't know who she knows. Ebony Mag ain't been this hot in years. She just woke up. Girl, she just woke y'all up from the dead. You're not woke them up from the dead. And this the thing she gets per girl. You know what I'm saying? Look, again, she's just reposting, stuff that people put. Kim saying it wasn't me. Kim said it wasn't me. I didn't approve that photo. I didn't edit that photo. It wasn't me. It was them. Okay. Now, to me, this photo right here on her page looks, just as edited. Kim for sure be using some edits. Okay, some edits. Either way it go, I'm surprised they were able to put that photo out and she did not approve it. That's wrong, point blank. Now see this double XL, the face still look, a bit, Anyway, all I'm saying is Kim was saying it wasn't me. It wasn't me. It wasn't me. So again, I think because when the picture came out, a lot of folks were asking, who did that? Who is that? That's Kim? And so whoever that man was, again, he was the one who took the picture. He was the one who took the picture and wanted to be like, look, don't, not around here, partner. Not around here. Now, Ebony Magazine. Don't y'all be around here messing up folks things. Now, first of all, it ain't no, magazine company, in my opinion, that is doing like, oh, everybody, no one is really going out and buying magazines. You know what I'm saying? So even when somebody get the cover of it, it's still like, okay, that's cool. That's cool, but I still feel like somebody had to look at that photo and said, maybe not. Maybe we shouldn't do that. Don't put that out. But we can make notice of Kim did not post that picture on her page. Okay, so let's move on to Monique. I was prom queen. Okay, and Daddy's son around here. So again, the last time we discussed, Monique the comedian was her back and forth beefing with D.L. Hughley and all that mess that happened last year. Okay, well, because the writers are on strike, the actors are on strike. People want to be paid a fair wage for the shows, the heart, the love, the work they put into their shows. So we know that the Parkers, when the Parkers, it was a great show. I feel like I watched the show a long time ago. Whenever the Parkers are on now, like no tea, no shade, I don't rewatch it. I feel like a part of me is like Kim played such a dingbat. Monique was somebody pining after the Ogilvy, whatever. They kept dissing her as a fat black woman. So like, it's a little weird. But Monique, had her issues or whatever, but she's trying to speak up for her and Countess Ron. So she's basically saying the Parkers are now on Netflix. And she's saying, hey, our show was on for a while. Pay us for what it is. Now, I want you to listen to Monique and Daddy's son. Now, my thing is, this would have been amazing, in my opinion, if it was her and Countess talking and not her and Sydney talking. The issue most folks have with Monique is that damn husbands. You hear me? Now, after we watch this, Countess says something. We'll get to that too. But listen to Monique and Daddy's son. Ooh, volume.
And I'm Sydney.
And we're coming to y'all today to let you know we're standing with all the unions that are striking right now. And we have a story that we must share of our own with the community. Countess Vaughn and I did a show called The Parkers. The Parkers has now been on air for 24 years.
Damn, 20. I'm 41. That's a long ass time. I did not know it's been on for 24 years.
And they're trying to convince us through our ownership of the show that we made absolutely no money.
Now, I feel like that show may have made a lot of money now because of reruns. I get if they were saying while the show was on air, maybe then it wasn't making a lot of money. But in the replays of that show, it probably is making more money than it was when it aired originally.
And it's baffling being that when you...
Oh, shut up. Oh, God. I don't mind hearing Monique with her husband. He just aggravates me.
have a conversation with the executive producers, and they allude to the fact that the show in its entirety, 5 years, was made for under $70 million.
70 million?
It went out of production in 2004, but by 2009, we see profit participation statements that show the program made over $700 million.
Now, if I find out a show I was on and that I'm around here a part of made 700 million, but me as a person who was a part of the show did not get no money, I need my monies. I need my monies. I need my monies. Now, I see a comment from Erica Alexander. Y'all know Erica Alexander played Maxine Shaw, attorney at law, on Living Single. She said, so what you have to do is a forensic audit. Hire a specialist accountant to look into the books of the studio and look at the earnings during production and the syndicated performance earnings over the decades She said Majel Roddenberry had to do this with Gene Roddenberry's show Star Trek. They owed them so much money, it was ridiculous. She then continued to do an audit every year because she did not believe she was getting a fair accounting. So again, because when the show was on the air, it may not have been making that much money. You know what I'm saying? Back then. Because if the show was ended in 2004, it may not have made money then. But since it stopped production, it has been, the Parkers have been in syndication forever. Come on now. Ain't nobody come to see you, Otis. Get out of here. See, again, that's why I said it would have been great had that been, her and Countess Vaughn.
But yet was in a close to $1 billion, if not $1 billion deficit.
So what we're asking you, CBS, is can you please treat these two Black women fairly? When our brother Dave Chappelle.
Hold on. Not that. Dave Chappelle. He home like.
So now why am I in it? And you could have did it.
See how I get wrong because you never.
I'm like, what Dave Chappelle do? But I know what she's gonna say. Y'all know Dave Chappelle. When Dave Chappelle was on doing the Chappelle Show, and when the Chappelle Show got on one of the streaming networks, Dave Chappelle said, "Nuh-uh, pay me my money." And Dave Chappelle asked the fans, "Hey, do not watch," because we was happy that the Chappelle Show was on a streaming service. And Dave Chappelle said, "Hold up now. Don't y'all watch the Chappelle Show. It was either on Netflix, maybe it was on HBO Max, one of the two. But he asked folks, don't watch it because I'm not making money from that." And the power that be had to pay him money for what he felt he was owed for that show before we started watching. But I'm sure Dave was at home like, ma'am.
Why am I in it? And you could have did it.
See how I get wrong because you never.
Because I got my money. Leave me be, bitch.
Who ironically had a deal with CBS, said he signed the deal out of desperation and it was a bad deal. They were able to go back and do the right thing.
So again, she's again bringing up what Dave Chappelle went through, had a bad contract. It wasn't that good then. I should get more money now. So the fact that when Dave Chappelle did it, and y'all know what she's doing, when that Black man did something, y'all pay him what he wanted. What about the Black woman? What about the Black woman? So if y'all went back and renegotiated for Dave Chappelle, the Chappelle Show, why can't you do that for the Parkers? Why not do that for the Parkers? So again, this, I'm in full support of her saying, hey, this show has been in syndication for over 20 years at this point. Y'all have made a lot of money streaming this show. Why ain't we getting none of that money?
And they made that deal fair and they paid Dave Chappelle what he rightfully deserved. What we're asking you, CBS, don't pay us any more, but don't pay us any less.
And the reason why we're having
Shut up, Sydney. Shut up.
this conversation out loud for the community to hear is this. We see the numbers and they still don't want to pay. What will happen to you when you don't even know the numbers exist?
He always want to sound all fucking poetic. Who he gets around there? If Monique had done this whole thing by herself, and even if he was in the background holding the camera, I'm not saying I don't want that Black woman to have her Black husband by her side. But I'm like, can't he sit there and be quiet? Can't he be supportive and silent? Keep talking and fucking up the thing.
So we're asking you, and when we say community, we mean community as in the ones that's fighting for equality. Will you stand with us? CBS, will you treat us fairly? We love y'all for real, my babies. Hey, my sweet babies, I'm on.
So they want to be paid fairly. Not more, not less, just fairly. I don't see an issue with that or whatever. They want the folks help. Hey, y'all, come with us and tell CBS to pay us. Pay us what we owe. I don't mind it. I really, really don't. Now, Countess Vine, and let me try to find her page. Countess, as we see, when I was sitting here, I was like, oh, Countess said something. How's her name spelled? C-O-U. I'm gonna see if it was on her actual page or not. I put in, girl, they put a fucking Countess Luann. I don't want Countess Luann. I want Countess Vaughn. Okay. Always saying something like, because I hate when they have stuff and it's a page. It's like, no, let's get it from her page to see what she fully said. So this is what Countess Vaughn said on her own page.
Yeah, always saying something like, we lying, it's not true. Yes, give us our money. You would be mad if you worked all week and when it's time to get your check, they go, oh, the last other checks that should cover it. We paid you already. No, but did you give me for my services now, today? All the days that you have played our episodes. Pay that. It's not fair. People trip.
Yeah. She want her money. She want her money. But this is the same thing that the actors are fighting for. Like, okay, we're on a show, but the show is now streaming. Give us our money. Give us our money. Okay. I may not watch the Parkers currently, but I know when I go to Netflix or whatever, I still see that it's like a trending show. It's around there. Okay. And we're going to leave it be. But again, Countess saying, hey, give me my money. I want it today. I want it right now. Don't tell me that I can't have it. Don't tell me I was already paid. Don't tell me none of that shit. Okay. Pay me my money today. Not tomorrow, but today. Now, hopefully CBS will listen. Hopefully, but I also don't know, would this be a part of what they're going for with the strike? Like, because that's what they're already fighting for. So I don't know. But again, Monique said, hey, my sweet babies, I want my money. I want it now. Now this is something I was like, well, what's going on here? So I missed the show Pose. Okay. Now, Angelica Ross, she was on Pose. She also was on one of the seasons of American Horror Story. Now, y'all know Ryan Murphy. Ryan Murphy does all the good shows, okay? He does a whole... Look, I love a lot of his shows. I'm not much of an American Horror Story fan, but I love his other stuff, okay? So, Angelica's calling him out like, you played me. Okay? She revealed that Ryan Murphy, the creator of American Horror Story and a lot of things, that he pitched an all-black American Horror Story show and then said, nah, no thanks. Okay. Now she's saying he ghosted her. She posted the damn emails. I was like, well, not posting the emails. Okay. Remember your idea about a horror season starring Black women? Well, I'm doing it. Not sure of the story yet, but we will start a writer's room in the fall. Now, this was back in 2020, July 2020. Along with you, who are the 4 women I should get? I'm thinking you, Kiki Palmer, Gabby, not sure of the 4th. Okay. Yes. Okay. Debbie Morgan, by you, the culture will live, and she's a powerhouse actress. Also, someone like Ellen Whitfield or Alfie Woodard would turn it. But I would totally say me, Kiki, Gabby, and Adina or Angela Bassett. But I know she's probably locked in. She's locked in for your other show because Angela's on 911 on Fox. Well, I think it's on Fox. I don't know where it is now. Anyway, Adina, also my sister, Maya Scott from Star, would be a great choice too. She's the one who introduced me to the show. Okay, again, she also said Gabrielle Union, Viola Davis, Lupita, Kerry Washington, Halle Berry. The list goes on and on and on. Okay, but It was like, no, thank you. Okay. So when somebody else brought up how, she says Ryan Murphy left her on red about the season of All Black Cast, she said it's not just that the idea changed. Things change all the time. It's that I called business affairs for months trying to get the clarity if they were picking up my contract option or if I was okay to tell Marvel that I was available for whatever they were calling me for. I have been auditioning for 3 years for Marvel. It's that I was held in first position the whole time. Her issue, she's saying, he contacted me about a job and kept me basically on sitting on ready. And because I'm attached to this, I could not do that. And then I was attached to this, and this never happened, and I fully missed out on that. Now, I do wonder why. Now, someone said Ryan's very shady, and I am more mad at Angelica for not taking the Marvel bag as soon as she could to branch away from Ryan Murphy type cast. She said, I tried. I was yelling at my agents to just tell them I'm available, but they said we couldn't do that because if they turned around and said I wasn't, we'd have an issue. That's why we kept calling them trying to get answers. And my thing is, I would if I'm reaching out to you and I'm not getting an answer back, the answer is no, we're not doing it. You know what I'm saying? It's no, we're not doing it. So she said, after not hearing back after sending flowers and no response, I sent one last email in February 2022. It took about a year to film season 10 due to COVID, while still contractually in first position with the show. Mind you, Marvel had called twice now. I haven't heard from him since. This is from her to Ryan. Good morning. Cleaning and organizing and thinking about what season 11's focus could be. And then to start, maybe just ask you that when that formulates. If I could be on the producing side as well, I think I could add a lot to the table. And overall, if we're still looking to do a Black cast, have a great week. And she heard back nothing. This, to me, is also not even a bad thing about Ryan, her agents. I'm like, yes, Ryan Murphy is TV show gold. You know what I'm saying? TV show gold. His shows usually have, great spans of season after. But if your agents are making you sit for someone who's not responding, to me, I don't blame Ryan Murphy. I blame her agents. She should not have even had to keep reaching out. Like once they was like, well, just sit and wait. Your agents fucked you over. If you don't have no concrete, yes, we're doing this, that, and the other, it's your agents. Your agents ruined that for you. Your agents ruined that for you because Marvel is a huge bag. Marvel movies, Marvel shows, all that shit can line up to more and more and more. And Marvel is not against, the LGBTQIA community. So it's not as if, they do on it. The fact that you asked your agents and they told you, oh, well, no, pass on Marvel. I'm like, bitch, what? What? I would have fired my agents. I would have told Marvel, yes. And even if Marvel did not work out, it don't matter because Ryan Murphy show did not work out either. So that's the bad part. Your agents, in my opinion, should always have you line up to do more than just one show. So I'm not trying to excuse Ryan Murphy, but I'm like, we can't blame the head honcho because your agents did not tell you to move along. Right. Evan Peters, because he was in the last Guardians of the Galaxy show movie. So you can do both. You have fucked up agents. I'm not surprised when department heads or studio heads sometimes don't answer back. Usually, no response is a response. Your agent should know, hey, we ain't heard back. We've emailed him. We haven't heard a yes or no. We'll take that as a no. We have proof that we've asked over and over. We're not getting any concrete answers. They can't then say, well, why did you ask? We did. We kept asking. Y'all did not say shit. So me and my client had to move on to the next answer, to the next job opportunity. And it's fucking Marvel. I love Marvel. I love Marvel. I love movies. I was watching Disney Plus yesterday. I watched the movie Element. I love movies or whatever. And for her agents to not push her to do, I'm like, bitch, is you crazy? Don't call out Ryan. Call out your agents. Call out your agents. Your agents are supposed to be the people who work for you. They're the ones who suggest what to do and what not to do. They should never suggest that you ignore Marvel, who's calling you to hopefully wait and do a show or a season with Ryan Murphy. The fuck? Okay. So I'm all for her showing how she missed out on something, but let's not just call out that white man. Your agents ain't shit. They played you. I will be pissed at them. Fully. Okay. Now, we already did that. Candy was rumored, okay, who she was supposed to be on the new season of the show Trader, season 2. And they were talking about the cast, and for some reason, Candy name was tossed in there. And then when folks were posting about, oh, Candy gonna be on the next season, blah, 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 blah. And Candy said, no, not true. No, not true. Now, when I first heard about, first of all, I didn't watch the first season of that. But when I heard about a second season, I was like, publicly, Candy isn't a traitor. Like, on her shows, she's not a traitor. She's not a villain, publicly. Folks call her boring. They say she got shit going on, but she's not a traitor. She's not a villain. So I was like, why would she be on Traitors? That didn't make sense to me. For what the show was supposed to be. But she's like, no, and once you see the folks who's on there, I'm like, yeah, that don't make any sense. I'm like, Kenya would have been maybe a yes. Sheree would have been a yes. Hell, Marlo would have been a yes. Nene would have been a yes, because we've seen them be like the villain. You know what I'm saying? We've seen them be like the person who's like, I can't trust that. I don't know. So Candy saying, well, no, that's not true. I'm not on it. Because she would have no reason when she would have no reason to lie. We never know. But again, she won't be on it. I feel like Candy gonna probably go sit down somewhere. Because she already said how she had too many jobs from before, how she had too many shows from before. And I feel like they're doing Candy in the Game coming back. I feel like Escape will have a new show too. But we shall see. She don't need shit else. Let her sit down some damn well. Okay. But again, I don't see her being on Traitors. Even that show called the House of Villains. I'm like, she's not, no, ma'am. No, sir. But she said, no, not me. Not today. No. Just a little. But I just feel like, and I'm not saying me. I'm saying people complain and they say, Candy boring. She ain't doing shit. And I was like, I'm like, well, she's not boring. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, she's not a traitor type of person. Like that ain't, so that ain't who she is looked at on her show. So that's what I mean by, you know what I'm saying? It's a little shade. I told her I'm still mad. I'm still upset. But now I want to touch on Jeannie Mai, because Jeannie was on somebody's podcast or something, I don't know where, and she was talking about how. Because look, well, first let's do this first. Because people were saying they're alluding to that Jeezy and Jeannie Mai divorce came from them just bumping heads as far as their family values, what they both expect from each other as a people. Jeannie and Jeezy came from two completely separate ways of life. Okay, they have different values. They were raised differently. And now a source, we don't know who the source is. It could be Jeezy, it could be Jeannie Mai, it could be her mama. I don't know. Okay, but according to a source, it says the rapper reportedly had different opinions when it came to certain family values and expectations. Okay, they had different views, and each felt like their needs weren't being completely met. Now, when that part came out, them saying that, okay, because folks keep asking, why they get a divorce? Now, Tamar was around here on This Nation, and when they're discussing it, Tamar said when a man filed for divorce, it's for like one or two reasons. Either some woman is in his ear and got him wanting to, divorce so-and-so and so-and-so, or some really stuff happened, and that's why the man filed for divorce. And I said, why can't it be that the people just realize they not supposed to be together? Maybe they both realize, hey, this marriage ain't gonna really work. Not today. Not at all. Not Jessie Wu was saying, well, she was the one saying she like her dark meat on the side. So I ain't, I don't feel bad for her that she going to divorce. I was like, Lord Jesus. Okay. And I'm like, people are forgetting Jeezy and Jeannie dated for a minute. They got married during the pandemic. Got pregnant during the pandemic. You know what I'm saying? All that stuff happened at a time where all you had time to do was be in the house sitting around each other. And sometimes I always say the first 6 months to a year is the honeymoon phase. Look, you either fight a lot at first or have a great time because you're both on your best behavior. Best behavior. And when all you have to do is hang around the house, there are not no real issues. You know what I'm saying? Then once you have a baby and how you want that child to be raised, that can cause issues. And because Jeannie had always said before, she didn't want children. She didn't want children. And then once she met Jeezy, they fell in love, they got married, blah, 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 blah. She then got pregnant. She even talked about in the beginning of her pregnancy how she was scared to be a mom. So once the baby was born, and this woman and this man as well, she's a woman who did not want children. She maybe never had a conversation about how she wants the child to be raised. So it's possible that there's true too. They just had differences on how they want to live life, to raise a child, and that, and this, and this. Okay. But again, we don't know. Now, I know that Layla Lynn had posted earlier on her channel that at first the divorce was not contested. The divorce has since been contested, and they have a court date set for like October. They both have it was a prenup in place. So it's probably because of the kid. Okay. Child support and that stuff. You know what I'm saying? But after this part came out and she was on, I don't know whose show this is. It's somewhere on YouTube. Let's listen to hope I don't get flagged. Okay.
I saw it in my grandfather, to my grandmother, to my mom, to my aunts, to me, right? But I didn't notice it in myself until I was with Jeezy.
Interesting. You didn't notice in your previous marriage?
No, because it has to do with the type of relationship you have and the type of respect you have for that person to mirror things back to you where you actually would stop you in your tracks and evaluate yourself,
So Jeannie was saying in this old clip that popped back up how she discovered the same hot temper that other folks in her family had, that once she got with Jeezy, she recognized this temper that she had. she said how because when you're a boss and you have so many yes people around you because other folks work for you, no one challenges what you say, what you do. And she was like, it's like you're a dragon, you spit fire all over and no one checks it. And once she was married to Jeezy, he would trigger her, she would trigger him. And how she would come at him, he'll say, oh, hold up, hey, that ain't happening here. Hell no. Hell no. And then she would get mad at how he would respond to her based on how she talked to him. So she was admitting that, I have this trigger in me.
Old habits. And he was like, like who? That's not flying here. And also it would trigger him to come back at me with things where I was like, who the fuck do you think you are? But I was triggering him. So through work, we learned that we both have certain habits that to the everyday person, from friends, family, fans, they'll never see it.
So the girl asked her, oh, so in your first marriage, you didn't have this. And she said, well, no, but it just depends on the dynamic and this and that and that and this. And how she was, with Jeezy, she recognized her, hot temper. She also said that she went and she fixed it. You know what I'm saying? That she like, I want to put forth an effort to be different with him because I love him. When you have this great, great thing or whatever, you want to make it work. She said it wasn't that he, forced me to change. He didn't force me to fix it. Like I wanted to because I wanted this to work. But even her just being specific and saying, like, I did not realize this in my first marriage at all. That can mean a couple of different things. It could mean, okay, the first husband let her get away with it. And because he let her be this bossy dragon person, that once she got with Jesus, she was doing the same thing. He said, oh, hell no, nah, we ain't doing that here. Not right here, partner. Not around here. You know what I'm saying? He said, no. No. And she recognized it. Like, oh, I am different. Oh, I can't believe it. You know what I'm saying? Even her saying how she could even hear, not hear, she just recognized that, I think it was her grandfather had it. She named other people in her family who she saw it in them. Saw it in them, but did not see it in herself until she got with Jeezy. Now, that can mean a few different things. Again, I do wonder, is it because he's a black man? Could that be what it's for? I don't know. But now hearing that allegedly is because they had this different, just different opinions, different rules, different way they wanted things to work in their household. It kind of makes sense. But again, they got together, dated for a bit of a minute, and then, married, kid, and that can change it. It really, 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 really can. And that's just true tea. Now, we want to say the baby is here. We got a first look, okay, of Rihanna, A$AP Rocky, Little RZA, and now baby boy Riot Rose. Now, this is the photographer who did it, Digzy, is it Dizzy? I don't know, Diggzy, who took the photo. Now, a lot of people felt like, is it a girl? Because in the photos that they put out, the baby is in like pink, okay? A little pink romper, little pink hat, and maybe salmon. I don't know. But little baby boy, okay, because you see Rihanna commented right here and said the mayor boys, because people were asking, is it a girl? Because the baby was in pink. Now we know pink don't, pink, you know what I'm saying? But this is my thing. I do feel like even if the baby pink don't mean it's a girl. No, people can. I mean, we see men wear pink. I do feel like if you put out a baby picture of a baby and the baby's in pink, people will assume it's. People they will assume it's a girl. I'm like, we knew she had a boy, but so many people kept commenting, okay, on all the posts, like, is it a girl? Because that one picture was in pink. You know, this one the baby is this in like a salmon, you know, dark salmon color. I was like, I don't know. And I was like, is Rihanna being funny? Is she being funny? But I promise y'all, when I first saw it, I was like, wait, what? Because Riot Rose could be a girl name as well. And y'all know when it first came out, they kept saying that she had a girl. So when you see somebody post a picture of the baby and you see them, and sometimes because, you know, the color is more girl neutral or whatever, people thought it was a girl. And they thought that she was announcing it wasn't actually a boy, it was actually a girl. But no, it's a boy. Riot Rose is a boy, regardless of the pink clothing. Okay. They are now a family of 4. It's so cute. It's so cute. But I was not shocked when people was questioning, was it a girl? Did she fool us? Did she trick us? Did she trick us? I was like, I don't know, girl. I don't know. And again, had she not came and said the Meyer boys, or was it the Mayer boys, folks probably would have ran with, oh, it's a girl and a boy. Because like no tea, no shade, anybody around here who posts the first picture of their child and you put your child in a pink romper, and it happens to be a boy, people may think that because we didn't know what she had. You know what I'm saying? We didn't know what, so I didn't mind people like, oh, what is she telling? It's like, you know, but it's like, no, he's here. He's adorable. Okay, he's adorable. And Riot Rose and RZA, I don't know what the other middle name is. So we have RZA and Riot. And then Rihanna name, and then I forgot what ASAP Rocky's first name is, but it also starts with the R. So I love that all their names starts with an R. So again, happy, joy. We finally see the baby's face. He looks so cute. He look like Rihanna. Yeah, he looked like his mom. Anyway, it's just a beautiful thing. Okay, it's a beautiful family. You know, it's a beautiful family. And again, Rihanna looks happy. I think that is the point. I don't think we get no Rihanna music anytime soon. You know, I don't think the music is coming anytime soon. But again, Rihanna, her family looks absolutely happy. Okay, now I want to get into, was that all the pictures? I think it was. Let me be sure. We seen them pictures. I want to click off stuff we already seen. I think we've seen these pictures too. Yes. There's a little cutie patootie. I told y'all I be saving. So David Beckham, honey, he got a Netflix show coming out, and I want to see it. And I say that. Megan was saying how she has this whole new chapter in life. She was on ET. I'm not gonna show the video because I ain't trying to get flagged. Okay, she was on ET, and she said, "You know, it's a whole new me." a whole new vibe, a whole new spirit, a whole new thing. I'm not on social media no more. Like the music I'm making is like it's new. I am happy that she is out here just thriving. Okay, that's all that matters. Nene. So we keep wondering, well, what is Nene doing? What does Nene have going on? And that's I don't know. So Nene has a new show. So Nene has partnered with Poise. Poise is like they're like diapers for adults, but they're for people who have bladder issues. And Nene's new show, because she's partnered with Poise, it's called Leaks on Leaks. It's on the street. And she's having conversations with people on the street. So this is Nene's new show.
You have leaks. Who doesn't? Oh my God, I love it. Hi, you guys. Welcome back to my channel. I'm here today with Leaks on Leaks Street Patrol, sponsored by Poise.
Look, at a certain age in life, sometimes the bladder has a mind of its own. So a lot of people will need stuff like the Poise pads, and she's playing with her name, Leaks on Leaks. It's her show. It says it's episode 3. I have not seen episodes 1 or 2. But
question for you. How many women do you think experience bladder leakage?
I think majority of women.
Good answer.
So Nene has a new show. Nene is episode. Let's see if we can find episodes 1 and 2. Okay, let's go to Nene's page. Okay. Oh, is this episode 1?
Leaks on Leaks. Hi guys, it's Nene Leaks. I'm so excited to launch my channel in partnership with Poise for this 5-part series, Leaks on Leaks.
Oh, she's launching launching my TikTok with Poise. Welcome to Leaks on Leaks. More episodes coming your way. She's Nene Leaks. And again, I'm not knocking Poise pads at all. I feel like they're needed. We see other people, we see other stars endorsing skincare products and hair products and this and that and that and this. I've seen people endorse, feminine hygiene and feminine napkins and all these things or whatever. But Nene, this is her new show, Leaks on Leaks, sponsored by Poise. And she is a 5-part show. And she round here talking.
Look at my little glam babies. Oh, they're growing up so fast. Oh my gosh, guys, this picture really takes me down memory lane back to when I was a new mom and I first started experiencing bladder leakage. I really wish more moms talked about it then.
We know. I wonder how much she got paid. I just wonder how much she got paid. Y'all gonna watch Nene new show? Y'all gonna watch Leaks on Leaks? Ain't nobody knocking, the need for the leakers. Cause it's fine. It's fine. You do what you have to do. It's a check. You hear me? It's a check. Now I'm like, do you use those? Nene has a whole YouTube channel. She has opinions too. You would think you just go on your channel and make your talk. Child. Nene said, bitch, get these pads. Okay, get your bladder together. Okay, paying me to be on TikTok and telling y'all to tinkle like Nene. Okay, tinkle like Nene. Tinkle a little bit. Okay. Bitch. Tinkle.
Shut up. That is so stupid.
I didn't say it, Nene did. Anyway, lastly, okay, let's get into a little bit of Tamar. So we all know that Tamar car was broken into. Okay. And with her car being broken into, we discussed that yesterday. Well, today, the footage of her talking to the police. Now, the footage was obtained by TMZ. And y'all know when TMZ obtains shit, I don't play it on my channel. Because they be on some bullshit. However, let me cut it down a little bit. However, she was around here with my. I'm looking at the video on my phone. Okay, because I don't want TMZ trying to come after me. So y'all can take one quick look. Let's, boom. Okay, so it's around there. They got the body cam footage. TMZ does, but y'all know TMZ always be around here flagging folk for showing us. I ain't got time. I can do a play-by-play of what she said. Her mama it's her and Mama Evelyn in the parking garage, and the police is asking, so what did they take? And she said, I don't know. I'm not sure. They're like, but we have to have something to put down on report, because if somebody reports, hey, someone broke into my car, they stole my stuff, we have to say what it is. Now, Tamar told them, I work at this station. I don't know why that matters. I work at this nation, and my assistant had cleaned out my closet, and my assistant put all my stuff in my car. I was like, well, why? I was like, what did you working at this nation have to do with your assistant cleaning out your closet and putting all the stuff in your car? I'm confused. So she was saying how I came downstairs in the morning she said I came downstairs to take my child to school and seen like my door was open or whatever, my car was ransacked, and they say, right, but what did they take? When Tamar said, well, they left a computer, the cop said they left a laptop. So they left the computer laptop that was in her car. I've never known for thieves to break in a car, ransack the car, and leave a computer. Now, maybe these thieves are like, you know what, let's break in a car and see what money we can get, but let's not take anything that's a computer, because they may take it or track us. I don't know. But she told them, I'm listening. They left the computer, but everything else is trash. They trashed it, but that was it. A hair clip was on the ground, and she opened the door and saw they had vandalized and ransacked her car. And they're like, was there any purses in there? Was there stuff in there? I don't know. I just cleaned out my closet. I work for this nation. My sister put everything in my car and trash bags and put it in her trunk. Her assistant put all her stuff out her closet in trash bags and put it in her trunk. I was like, you ain't got no luggage? We can send your luggage. So she telling them she don't know what was stolen. She thinks something was stolen, but she don't know what was stolen because she has no idea what was in her car. And this is her talking to the police who came. She told them I was robbed. They robbed me. They stole my stuff. And they come out there to see and take a report, and you tell them, I don't know what they took. If you don't know what they took, how you know they stole something, did they just ransack your car? And the cop said, we can't put we can't file a police report if nothing was stolen. There was no robbery. We need to know what was taken to make a report. Well, I don't know. It's just trashed. It's trashed. The car's trashed. It's like vandalized. He said, "Oh, okay. Well, we still need to know what happened." I still feel like something was weird. Because we had 5 individuals who came in your car and took your stuff. And it was asking her, like, did they break into your car? And she said, well, I don't know. I can't take my son to school. But last night, I did come out of my car to get something. And I usually lock my car. But this time, I must not have locked it. Because they were asking her, how do they get in it? So she's saying she thinks she must have left the door unlocked, and that's how they get in the car. I was like, it just sounds more and more weird, you know. And I get because we saw the video footage that, let me skip by the TMZ stuff. So we see the footage of people, you know, at her car. We see them in her car, you know, and when she's talking to the cop, she's at her car. But now that we think about it, did we see them take anything out her car, or did they just slowly rummage through her car? I also feel like, were they just riding around and seeing cars that were unlocked and she left her car unlocked? And because she left her car unlocked, they went through the whole damn thing. Now, I want to go to Tamar's page because I feel like it is weird to me. Okay? Yeah, she ain't said nothing else. But in the footage, I feel like, did we see them take anything? Because we see them going, because they left the laptop and she don't know what they took, just as somebody was in her car and rummaged through her car. She felt like it was vandalized because it was messy. Because they probably threw whatever around or whatever. But I'm like, I don't know. But I don't think you should call the police. Not just a Smollett. Now she put it. She put a Jesse. Right. You know what's missing. You know what's missing. Like if somebody, first of all, I still don't understand why her assistant put all her stuff in her closet in trash bags and put them in her trunk and put them in her car. She then left it in her car and for some reason left her car unlocked. And they got in her car. But again, seeing this, I don't think we saw them take anything. Because it's like you would think that's their car. Like it don't even look weird. It looked like the people that's around here at a car in a trunk getting shit. And because they moving so slow, it don't even seem like they robbing it. It's like mama said go to the car and get them bags out of the trunk. Okay, mama said go get the bags out the trunk. So I don't think we see them take nothing. They just keep looking through stuff. And so they was messy looking through stuff. Probably tossing stuff out, this and that and that and this. And it's a whole bunch of kids. So I just, I just wonder. Something weird. And the police was like, so you don't know what was stolen? You don't know what was taken? You don't know what's missing? We can't file a report without some kind of information. So I don't know what's going on. Now her fiance, that the JR dude, he ain't came out and said nothing. So maybe, it's just a mess. Anyway, y'all, that's all I have. That was the whole, I stretched it to 2 whole hours, y'all. Y'all proud of me? A 2 whole hour show. And we ain't had nothing earlier. But a good time. Okay, now look. Y'all know to go ahead and subscribe, like, comment, share, and all that good stuff. Because that is what we do around here. Okay, y'all know every night at 9 p.m. we around here for a live of some sorts. Okay, now again, if something happens tomorrow, we'll be on live. If I can find something to talk about, we will be here on live. Okay, so y'all know always come looking around here 9 p.m. Okay, just saying. I am still going to review Love After Lockup. I'm playing catch up on Life After. No, I'm playing catch up on Love During, because 2 people from Love During Lockup was on the new season. So I gotta know what I'm talking about. Okay, so I'm going to still do that show. Okay, but again, come around here for my lives and stuff, and we shall see. Now, again, like, comment, share, subscribe, and all that good stuff. Follow me on social media at JayLeesCorner on IG, Twitter, and TikTok. Okay, I love you all. Have a good evening. Until tomorrow, I gotta go. Bye.